I'm here with Sarah, and Sarah is going to be sharing some of her experience of going away on the Logos Hope, which is a ship which is run by OM.
So the Logos Hope is a ship that goes all around the world. It goes into different ports in different countries, and the idea is that we bring the world's largest floating book fair, bring knowledge, help and hope to each port that we go to. Knowledge is through the book fair, so we bring in the literature that we have on the book fair, we bring to people. Help is serving through our CSA projects, which is going to out into the community doing different projects. So for example, helping a refugee centre, teaching English to them. It could be playing basketball with loads of youth. It could be on-board events. We host an on-board event for people. It could be doing a litter pick. It could be going to a church that we've been to bless them and encourage them. Talking about OM or Logos Hope.
Yeah.
And hope is bringing the hope of Jesus into the lives of people that we meet.
So how did you find out about the Logos Hope then?
So I found out about Logos Hope through going on a holiday to Malta with local expeditions. The ship was due to come into Malta in July and August. So they came over and they spoke to us about the ship, and they said we still need more volunteers, and anybody who wants to come, they'd love to see us out there. So I thought about it, prayed about it. Then I decided actually, I'm going to apply, and I got accepted onto the November team for STEP, which is a short-term exposure programme. That afternoon, before I found out I was going, I had an email from my work, and I got told my job was being redundant at the end of December, and that got confirmed the next day. And then I found out I got a place on Logos Hope.
Wow.
And that was incredible timing.
So the timeline of that presumably must have been you applied for a place when you were still employed?
Yeah, in early September.
Okay. And then the place came back the day that you were told that you were being made redundant from the job that you would have had to give up anyway?
Yeah.
That's quite interesting how that timing works, isn't it?
Yeah.
Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders.
What was the experience of being on board a ship?
For me, it was definitely out of my comfort zone.
Right.
I'm not a person, I'm more a person who likes being in my zone and knowing what I'm doing. I knew it would be a challenge for me, but I knew that God had put me in He'd challenged me to do something different. I got exposed to different things that I wasn't sure about, different cultures, different ways of living.
So you experienced seasickness, perhaps? And what about just practicalities, like how did you sleep? Like how does that actually work?
So as a stepper, which we call ourselves in this STEP short-term exposure programme, the steppers were in a group of normally 10 people in the cabin.
Okay.
So there were 9 other girls with me from countries all across the world.
What did you learn from the experience of living close with a lot of other Christians?
It was challenging.
Right.
Really challenging. I felt pushed to the limit at some point. Every port I went into, it was a new challenge, standing on that quayside and standing on the bottom, that gangway bottom, going, I don't know how this is going to go. My work was in the book fair, so I helped in the world's largest floating book fair. That was most of them. So in Lebanon, we got up to over 8,000 people on one day.
Wow.
A lot of people wanted literature, wanted the books. Yeah, so long days till about midnight, 12 in the morning.
So where did you go then? So where did you start and where did you travel
So
to?
I started in Montenegro in Porto Novi.
Okay.
Then I travelled down to Cyprus, into Limassol. And then I went from Limassol in Cyprus to Lebanon, to Beirut in Lebanon.
Beirut, wow.
Yeah. And then from Beirut in Lebanon to Port Said in Egypt. I didn't think I was ever going to be seasick, but this proved me wrong. One of my favourite highlights was probably being at the church in Cyprus, and it was just lovely being able to go to the church, and they were so excited that we were there. And it was just lovely sharing with them. And also another highlight would probably be in Lebanon. We were hosting a youth ministry leaders Christmas party on the ship. And what was the lovely bit was that they were doing their own worship session, but they were worshipping in Arabic.
Well,
But it's just such a privilege to see people just worshipping in Arabic. For me, it's strange because it's not my language.
same God, different language.
Yeah.
Did you find that sort of same connection with the people from around the world that you were kind of push together with on a ship, they are culturally different, I guess,
Yeah.
but it's the same
Same
father,
thing.
isn't it?
Yeah.
What changed for you in terms of going away and experiencing these new things?
So I learned to be what we call in the ship as FAT, which stands for flexible, adaptable, teachable. I like being involved and serving people, but I didn't think it'd be so much. I loved being able to do different things in the book fair. I got the nickname of a gangway bosom queen because I was able to control crowds at the bottom and stop people from going on the ship who shouldn't be.
What would you say to somebody else who's thinking of serving in that way, or what would your advice to them be?
If you feel God's calling you to do it, step out and do it. It's an amazing experience to do. Step out, go for it.